Marhaban bikun. Now, in this session, I'll be covering the grammar you need to complete page 22 to 27 of the book. So, your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. So please, be with me. Attention. So we're going to be now explaining a point of grammar which is going to take us from page 22 to page 27. Attention please. Right, okay. You know Baytun. Baytun is a house. Bayti, my house. And Baytuka, your house. Talking to a man, single. Baytuki, your house. That's a feminine singular. Baytuhu, his house, and Baytuha, a house. We know the ending of possessive for singulars. You say E ending for I, ka, ki, hu, ha. If you remember, who is his and her is hers. Hu, ha. Now, when that's before a preposition getting involved. When we have a preposition before this, anything which is possessive, let's see what's happening. Fi bayti, now bayti, because there's already kasra there to say my in any case, so nothing has changed. You just retain as it is, keep it as it is. Fi bayti, fi baytika. Now baytu, which is ending of the noun itself, becomes e. That's in line with the rules. So you have fi, preposition, in, bayti is ending now in kasra. This ka is person you are talking to. Fi bayti ka, in your, that's male, singular house. Fi bayti ka. Baytuki, your, meaning you, feminine singular, your house. Baytu, you can see there's u there, and there is nothing here before that bait. So it keeps its original format, original case ending. But when we have intruder here, fi is preposition, fi bayti is changing now into e because of the fi baytiki, and you are talking to a single female. Baytuhu, his house. Baytu, that's house, and there is no preposition before it, so keeping its original u, and it's a single u because it is defined by possessive. So baytuhu, his house. Now when we have now the intrusion of fi, which is preposition, baytihi, fi baytihi. Here you need to clock this for me. Attention. Here we have bayti, yeah, which is fine, but the who is changing to he. That's very confusing, but thank God it's not many of those. So anytime you have kasra e for any reason before the attached pronoun, which means his, you are not allowed to combine the e with who. You cannot say fi bayti who. No, you have to change that who into kasra. So fi bayti he, in his house. For instance, if I say muallimun, a teacher, if you want to say with his teacher, muallimuhu, that means his teacher. If you have ma'a, with, ma'a muallimi, he, it will becomes. So let's just demonstrate that for you. So you have muallimun, it means a teacher, muallimun, and then you have muallimuhu, muallimuhu, his teacher. If I put a preposition there, ma'a for instance, with mu'allimi, that's because of the ma'a. I need to change the ending, which is u here, into E. That's a muallimi. Now, I want to say with his teacher, I'm putting this who, but this time I put kasra because we cannot have a kasra before the pronoun, which is who, and retain the who. You are not allowed to say muallimi who. No, that who will be changed into kasra, muallimihi. All this is explained as well on page 22 onward to all the way to page 27 with plenty of exercises that you can do to make sure you become comfortable with these slight changes at the end. Because we know the rules. The rules originally is who, but only when you have a kasra before that who, and that kasra will probably be you have a preposition before that noun, and as a result, the who will becomes he. Who, he now. Okay? Now, but as for Baytuha, her house, nothing will change. There's no effect. You have Bi Bayti. You retain back to the norm. So Fi Bayti, and you keep the her. Her is always be her. Never misbehave. But who, his, I wonder why. Why the who is also sometimes misbehave. So في بيته في بيتها. So في بيتي, that's fine. في بيتك في بيتك في بيته has been explained. في بيتها. Okay, let's move to the second part of this chart. Right here, this is another. If I demonstrate, just to remind you really, the abun, that's a father. Remember, it's one of the two nouns that I explained previously to say they have a secret hidden wow, which comes out when you say yours, like a abu, abuka, abuhu, abuha. We have that wow suddenly appears. Now, abi, that's known. My father. Anytime you want to attribute a noun to you as a speaker, you need that ending E. So, abi. Now, abuka, suddenly from ab, we have abuka. So, abuka means your father. Abuka. So, the secret wow is out. The same thing when you say abuki, talking to a woman. Abuki. Or abuhu, his father, talking about abuhu, his father, and abuha, abuha. So wow is out. So only when you say abi, my father, that wow is still buried away. Abi, my father. Now, that's before the intrusion of any preposition. Now let's see what's happening. What will happen when we have a preposition with this particular noun, abu? What will happen? Here we have secret wow coming out. But when you have a pronoun or a preposition, any preposition before this structure, the wow simply changes its color to a ya. So it will be ma'a. Right, let's write that one. So picture that for me. Secret wow is out, no preposition, but let's see what's happened when we have a preposition before this. So the my father will be okay, I'm sure. Let's have a look. So we have ma'a with abi, with my father, with my father, abi. So you say abi without, so abi, ma'a, that's ma'a, abi with my father. If you don't have ma'a, it's still abi, my father. So it stays the same. But when we say abuka, and then we have ma'a, or any other preposition before it, ma'a, instead of say abuka, so we say, we change the wow into, let me just write that wow so that you can see transformation. more clearly. So without preposition first. So we have abuka. Now, if I have preposition, I will say ma'a abika. Right, let's explain that. The wow, which we have here, has now been changed to a ya because of preposition. And because of the existence of ya, which has the sound of E sound, that's E sound that now forced the Dhamma, U, which was put there because of the wow, is now into Kesra. Into Kesra, Ma'a Abika. So U becomes E sound. Two things is happening there. First of all, we change the wow into a ya. And because of the wow here, we have U abuka. Changing the wow to ya because of preposition is now changing the vowel of ba as well. So ma'a abika. The same thing will happen if we have the other noun, which is ahu. So ahu will be ahuka ma'a ahika. So it will be the same thing. Ahuka and ma'a ahika. Same rules apply. So ahika ma'a ahika. So that's what this section is about. So ma'a abi, ma'a abika, ma'a abiki, ma'a abihi. Because we have this silence ya, which is like a sukoon before this who is changed into kasra, abihi, and ma'a abiha. A lot to digest here, a lot to understand here, a lot to remember. So I urge you, go to page 22, read it thoroughly, all the way to page 27. I've provided you there with a load of exercises deliberately designed to reinforce this and to make sure that you have a load of practice to make it become kind of a second nature to you. And that will happen. Try your best and good luck. Right, let's together put the grammar we have learned into practice now, with more words for you, more vocabulary. We have madrasatun, you know, school. Tawilatun, a table. Matbakhun, kitchen. Oh, that's nice vocabulary. Matbakhun, kitchen. Maktabun, an office. Kulliyatun, college. Faslun, classroom. هذا بيت آدم. This is Adam's house. Adam's house. You can see the arrangement in Arabic. بيت آدم. في مطبخه. مطبخ ending with un, but here مطبخي is ending with kasra. The kasra is because of fi, preposition. Matbahuhu is original format, and because of fi, we end up with kasra here, and we change the hu into kasra as well. Fi matbahihi tawilatun kabiratun, and that's your predicate. Fi matbahihi, in his kitchen, what? Tawilatun kabiratun, a large table. Adjectives following exactly what has happened to the noun. Tawilatun is a feminine and is not defined. It's indefinite noun. It's ending in un. The adjectives also is indefinite and is ending in un. And both are feminine. هذه مدرسة سلمى. This is Salma's school. في فصلها ها. in her classroom في فصلها what حاسوب جديد, a new computer. حاسوب is masculine and is indefinite. Adjective inevitably is also masculine and it is indefinite. في كليتي in my college طالب ذكي جدا. In my college there is a clever student. His name is Hussein. اسمه, as your pronoun, attached pronoun. اسمه, his name is, because there's no al here, there's is hiding there, as explained in the past. اسمه Hussein. His name is Hussein. في مكتبك, in your office. في مكتبك, in your office. في is preposition and it's affecting the end, the case ending of maktabun becomes maktabi, single e. في مكتبك, in your office. Is, the is hiding and is implied there, and because there's no al, so automatically when you have a defined noun followed by something which is not defined, automatically the is or are is implied. في مكتبك موظف مهمل وغبي. In your office there is a careless, stupid employee. Careless, مهمل. In Arabic, when you have two nouns or more, it's tradition when you have a two adjective, for instance, you have موظف, مهمل is an adjective, another adjective is غبي. Unlike English where you use comma, and then the last you list, you say and. Now in Arabic, it is very traditional in Arabic and correct grammatically to insert wow, which is like an and, which is and in Arabic. في مكتبك موظف مهمل وغبي. A quick reading for you. So مدرسة طاولة مطبخ مكتب كلية فصل. هذا بيت آدم. في مطبخه طاولة كبيرة. هذه مدرسة سلمى. في فصلها حاسوب جديد. في كليتي طالب ذكي جدا. اسمه حسين. في مكتبك موظف مهمل وغبي. مرحبا, we have more practice and more vocabulary as well, useful ones. صورة, picture, like a photo. سرير, bed. مكتبة, desk. يا حمزة, ما ذلك على مكتبك? Oh Hamza, what's that on your desk? ما ذلك على مكتبتك. على is your preposition. And that's why maktabatun becomes maktabatika, because it's defined and its preposition is ending with a single kasra, e. ما ذلك على مكتبتك, t. مكتبتك. يا سلمى, that's a female name. يا سلمى, من تلك البنت تحت سريرك؟ سلمى, who is that girl under your bed? من تلك البنت تحت سريري. سرير كسرة is because of تحت before it. Originally it is سرير, becomes سريرك or سريرك, and then سريرك. تحت سريري. The ending of that noun is now, case ending is كسرة because of تحت. أين صديقتك? Where is your friend? صديقة, that's a female friend. أين صديقتك في هذه الصورة? In this picture. في هذه الصورة. That's the effect you can see ending in كسرة there. Here بين أبيها. She is بين, as a between, أبيها. أبيها originally is أبوها. As you may remember, because of بين, the wow, the secret wow from أبوها is now being changed into ya. And as a result, we have the kasra on the ba to suit the ya. B, to match the ya. Abi. That's ya sound. بين أبيها وأخيها, and her brother. These are the two nouns, as I mentioned several times, which have the secret wow, and the wow changes into ya when you have a preposition before it. So هي بين أبيها وأخيها الكبير. Al-Kabir here is describing what? Is describing this the brother. That's why it is defined, because akhiha, her brother here is defined by possessive, her brother, and is ending in the kasra effect, akhi. So the adjectives as well mirroring that, and had ending in kasra, and is male. بين, هي بين أبيها وأخيها الكبير. Please go to page 22 all the way to page 27 of the book to make sure you analyze and digest these very important grammar points.